Hi, Aquarius. This is going to be your July forecast for 2020. It's good for the sun, rising moon, or Venus sign of Aquarius. Keep in mind, as always, you guys, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one of you, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Check your rising moon or Venus sign. You could find your messages there instead this month if this doesn't resonate. But if you really want a message to resonate with you 100%, book a private reading with me. The link to my website to schedule is in the description below. All right, let's get into it for you, Aquarius. I got to tell you, Aqua Gang, this is the spiciest reading I've done for July so far. And I think for a lot of you, it's either going to have to do with relationship or career. The world is at the bottom of the deck. So, new cycle starting, life review, your breakout moment. Moving into July, you will be paused between one cycle and the next. I have death underneath that. Scorpio, definitely some endings and new beginnings coming. I like that death is in the upright. It tells me that you are moving through transitions well, that you're not afraid of what grows in the place of what dies. I think up till now, something you just kind of gave up on something, you were done standing your ground about it. And with the Eight of Cups in reverse, it could have been some situations where you waffled back and forth about trying one more time, and you're like, nope. I feel a sense of integration. I feel a sense of completion and belonging. I'm on top of the world now. I know the world is at my fingertips, and I'm ready to have that breakout moment where I move from one cycle to the next, which I think is awesome. When I was using my sacred geometry relationship deck, I was shuffling and I was saying the name of your sign, and cards just went like they flew everywhere. And I only usually pull one or two cards out of this deck or let a couple fly. Like four flew out. And it's very obvious to me that your guides are trying to send you some protection messages and just some advice. And I was like, okay, okay, sacred geometry angels, which is usually the angel Metatron. I was like, okay, Metatron, I feel you. I will tell them everything I see. First of all, your second chakra will be activated quite a bit in July. The energy of the sacral chakra helps us to navigate our lives through our emotions and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. Body activation and emotion activation as well. So you will be very physically motivated in July. But some other cards flew out as well, and they all flew out in the reverse: grace, honesty, and balance. So some of you are dealing with, I think, either a Gemini, a Sagittarius, or a Libra, possibly. I think you will see, though, in July, I feel as though I read reversals all the time. I get criticism for that, and people say that's so negative. Well, sorry, but life on planet Earth, you have to be realistic. Reversals come as warnings. Reversals come to teach us how to make some changes and course correct. That's why reversal readings exist to begin with. Something will feel out of balance, and someone may struggle with honesty, and there might be someone around you that can't handle something gracefully, or you may run hot and cold in a situation and feel like this isn't balanced. I'm not feeling super graceful. You might struggle with telling the truth about something, or someone else around you will. I think you know it, though. When I look through the progression here of the spread, I was like, yeah, I think they're on to somebody in their life. Aquarius are incredibly acutely tuned to honesty and the truth. And I think you guys will figure it out. You're usually pretty smart. And I think you'll realize that it's out of an activation of the second chakra. I think that it will all just fall into place for you and it will make sense. Another angel deck wanted to talk as well. They didn't want me to use any of my animal oracle decks or anything else. You and another sign, I can't remember which one right now, will definitely be getting a Capricorn as well. Will be getting a bonus relationship reading, because I think, like I said, for a lot of you, this is relationshipy, but I think it's career for some of you. Career transition came out. Your life purpose is triggered by a blessed career change or a change in general. And brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea into fruition. These cards came in the reverse, but I do not read reversals out of the Archangel deck. But the fact that they came in reverse might just be a bit of a warning, like it's a great idea and you are being asked to make a major transition in your life in July. If it's not career, it's an important transition and it's about change, but you have to take action in order for it to come into fruition. Okay. So it might just be a matter of timing. Or if you're waffling, it's because you're not listening to your intuition. The high priestess is here, but she's in reverse. So just get grounded, listen to your intuition. Your intuition will be a gut reactive instinct you have when your mind is very clear. So sleep on something, and when you wake up in the morning, think about it. Allow your intuition to kick in. You are safe. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your homes. You might feel a little insecure about something in July. Michael doesn't come out with this message unless it's called for. There are lower energies around you. And your sacred geometry cards indicate that as well. You'll feel some imbalances around you. You might suspect someone's being dishonest. Watch for red flags, okay, in any kind of relationship or business dealings you have. If you feel uneasy, if you feel like someone's not graceful, trust yourself, okay? So at the center of it all, we've got the Four of Swords for you. I could be picking up on your energy or a person around you, okay? So reverse roles, or these could be different people in your life or you, Aquarius. Four of Swords. So moving into July, feeling a little stressed out, needing rest, needing to relax, meditating, contemplating. It's usually never as bad as we think it is when the Four of Swords comes. It's where we seek solitude and calm, and we're on kind of a break from something because we need to. This could be about not working for a while, or you've been on a break in a relationship of some kind. Somebody felt stressed out. The catalyst for it all, sometimes I usually view this catalyst card as a challenge. I feel like this is sort of a kickoff point for you and as a catalyst this month. The Page of Cups. This could be a child in your life that was ill, possibly, but not necessarily. Four of Swords can mean illness and just needing to recuperate from something. But the catalyst will be this Page of Cups. I think someone in your life around you or you yourself are going to dip your toe in the water for an emotional opportunity. This is an emotional curiosity. Is there a possibility here? You will hear your intuition, or someone else around you will. And it is often a creative opportunity. So if this is work, you're emotionally curious, you have more than just passion for it or a curiosity. Your emotions are piqued, or someone else is around you is. Sometimes the Page of Cups is an apology. What's driving you in July? Five of Pentacles in reverse to the Two of Cups. I love this combination. And I was like, yes, that's badass. I don't see this combination as much as I'd like to, Aquarius. So I'm pleased to see it for my very smart Aqua gang. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is where we recover from financial loss, or we realize we're in a situation where we're just spiritually and emotionally impoverished. This is about freeing yourself from negative relationship cycles and coming in from out of the cold. Not wanting to feel lonely, not wanting to feel isolated and worried, tired of being in situations where you always feel like you're begging for something. I see you making slow progress in a situation and feeling a little bit better, possibly about a relationship or just within yourself with the Two of Cups. If it's relationship, I'll be honest, because I have a King and Queen of Wands on the table. I think you feel like, look, I do feel a connection here with you. Let's have a heart to heart. There's an attraction here. It might be a situation where someone just doesn't want to feel lonely, but that's not a bad thing. If it's a long-term relationship of some kind, you're making slow progress towards fixing some things that might have been wrong. But if it's career, Aquarius, I see you guys, the Five of Pentacles in reverse is like the break-even card. You're not in the red anymore. You're not in debt. You're just getting into the black, where you're freeing yourself from something, and you're starting to realize that heart-to-heart connections or feeling a unification is the best way to go. So that's what I see you guys, but what's driving you in July. In the past, somebody just sat on their ass and there was no foundation. Look at this guy. He's like, I'm gonna just sit on my dreams and I'm gonna think about that one, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. Or nothing is happening here. I have to emotionally reevaluate this a lot. The Four of Swords and the Four of Cups are like some of the toughest energies to go through in the journey through the tarot. And this Four of Wands in reverse is about being in conflict with others, being very much in a place of transition. So I think you might have just waited and thought about a homecoming with someone, or waited, like somebody might have moved or you might have moved and there was transition. There might have even been conflict. I think you waited for a while and nothing happened, that might have stressed you out, somebody might come back in and say, look, or you might come into someone and be like, look, let's try to get into the black here. Let's get close. Let's, talk about stuff. Or you might realize what someone's motivations for something are. What's crowning you, what you're thinking about the most in July? The Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So, what I see here for you, Aquarius, is you saying, I have a lot of options and I'm looking for the one that's just right for me. I'm a little overwhelmed and distracted by all my opportunities and choices. I've been doing a lot of wishful thinking. I'm fearful of illusion, and I just need to keep looking and stay kind of grounded. I think that's why it stresses you out a bit. I think you feel as though there's something better out there for you. I just heard there's something better. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse to the Nine of Cups in reverse, I think you're going to realize that you've been in some situations where the Wheel of Fortune is about stress tolerance. When it's in the upright, it's the expansion of Jupiter. When it's in the reverse, it's Saturn, restrictive. I think you're going to realize, there have just been some situations that I've been in that the ups and downs of life have not been able to be tolerated in this situation. And there's been some resistance to change. And I've been playing out karmic cycles that just were not a wish come true. And someone around me has just been indulgent. The Nine of Cups in reverse suggests sort of a dissatisfaction and an indulgence that comes out of just it never feeling like it's enough. I think you're going to realize that about a situation and you're going to keep looking because timing has not worked out for you or someone has not been able to tolerate the ups and downs. And I was like, wow, I see you guys like thinking your way through something. And it made my head hurt a little bit. I'm like, well, they are really thinking about something. You're like, wait a minute, it was over. This wasn't on my divinely chosen path. This is not a wish come true for me. I do have other choices. I think you or somebody else wants to talk in July, though. The actions you're taking, though, this is where a forecast can really help you make changes. High Priestess in reverse to the Nine of Swords. So somebody might be ghosting you in July, or you feel as though they have secrets, or you just can't hear your intuition on a situation and it's really stressing you out. I heard someone say just now, I didn't listen to my intuition, or why can't I figure this out? Why do I feel energetically disconnected? This stresses you out. I think at this point, if someone's ghosting or being promiscuous, even, or just pulling back, needing a lot of alone time, you might also need a lot of alone time. The High Priestess in reverse, this happens to me sometimes where I'm like, I need to be alone because I'm stressed out about stuff so that I can hear my intuition and get grounded in my own sacred feminine knowledge. I think you're going to go through that in July, and it causes you to make some changes, I think. If this is a relationship, here's the red flag. It shouldn't feel like that. The High Priestess should be in the upright where you trust your intuition and it doesn't stress you out. Yeah, I definitely need to do a relationship reading for you guys this week. I can't wait till next week because I feel like there's a piece missing here because the way you see yourself is the King of Wands in reverse to the Ten of Cups in reverse. So this could have to do with family. Possibly you could be dealing with a fire sign. You could have fire in your chart too. You see yourself when the Ten of Cups comes in reverse, it's a struggling relationship. There's a misalignment of values. People don't want the same thing. There's a transcendence happening here, but there's a disconnection. There's not divine love or harmony or something like that. And with this King of Wands in reverse, I think you guys see yourself as saying to someone around you, even if this is career, it's like, look, I haven't seen long-term success up until this point. I'm not feeling grand visions. I can't take the lead here. I can't feel consistency here. Somebody might be aggressive around you and you realize, or just in it for themselves, because the King and Queen of Wands will put themselves first. They will commit, but good luck. That's like a consummate bachelor, bachelorette. That's like king or queen of the side hustle. They run their own businesses. They're entrepreneurs. So for some of you, could be very much career. Just stay grounded and listen to your intuition and address the worry that you're feeling. Face your own emotions. it will help you figure out what you want here. So that Seven of Cups feeling won't be so overwhelming, you know? And I think with the world here and the Four of Swords, this could be very much about what's happened in the world, like been on hiatus from work or relationship or something like that. I think you see yourself as not sure you see long term success in a current situation or a previous one. Here's where it gets a little juicy. The energy around you. Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Lovers. Well, now. So, if this is a person, they see themselves as a good catch and they see themselves as super single. They think they're a great catch, actually. They are totally self sufficient and financially independent, and they even want abundant luxury. If this is a company or something you're looking to work with, or if this is like an entrepreneurial thing where you guys are starting your own business and this is your response to it, this looks good. This looks good with the Nine of Pentacles. It could bring you success. But if it's a person around you, they think they're a good catch and they are a bachelor or bachelorette. The way they feel about you, Ace of Wands, they're inspired. They see growth potential and passion. There's that root chakra activation. And the action they want to take towards you is the Lovers. The Lovers has choices, FYI. They have choices, more than one. But if this is a job or a new business you're trying to start, you're showing your potential employers great stuff, or they're very interested in you, okay? But if this is a person around you, I think this is a situation relationship wise where you realize you're just meant to be friends or maybe a little more. Who knows? Just listen to your intuition, okay? And if someone's on again, off again, and like ghosting you, I get it. You might realize it's a situation where you're like, wait a minute, somebody just doesn't want to feel lonely, or this might be a career thing, change that you make, Aquarius, that came on quite by fate with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and all the crap that's gone down in the world that pushes you to make a big change to get you out of isolation and worry, that unifies you with yourself in a much bigger and better way. So it's going to be different for different people. The way you're feeling, Knight of Swords to the Four of Pentacles. So if this is career transition or something like that, you're like, I am an air sign. Thank you very much. I am carpe diem. Catch me if you can, people. That's the Knight of Swords. Catch me if you can. I will be a leader. I will be direct. I will be brave, daring. I will take a risk. I will go right out on a limb. I want action. I'm driven to succeed, and I'm super ambitious, and I'm fast thinking. Very few people can best and match a Knight of Swords in words or action than a queen. Okay, so we've got Knight of Swords energy and the Four of Pentacles. So holding back, saving money, taking a conservative approach. You might be afraid that someone's holding out on you and they're just in the situation because they quote unquote want action. It's also possible that you feel angry at someone or in a situation like you're just rah, you come at them and then you hold back. Something's stressing you out a little bit here, I think. If it is career or an entrepreneurial adventure of some kind, like the Archangel card suggested, you know that you have to take action, but you also have to take a conservative approach financially as well. So it's one or the other. I did do some clarification about this energy over here. I was like, all right, I'm curious. I'm going to clarify this. What action and feelings does Aquarius want to have or do towards this person? Mr. or Miss Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Lovers. Three of Swords in reverse, the Moon in reverse, Three of Cups. So if it's a creative collab of any kind, I think you are realizing that. What I see here is that, look, this isn't breaking my heart. This is about optimism, forgiveness, trying to release some pain with the Three of Swords in reverse. I see a bit of triangulations here, possibly. And I see you with the Moon in reverse becoming aware of that. Light will be shed on that subject. But the Moon in reverse is not the sun in the upright because the moon does not illuminate itself. I think something will be revealed to you with the High Priestess here and the Moon in reverse that will happen very intuitively. Listen to your intuition, because if you're feeling like this, you're not wrong. Some of you are stressed out. this is a cross-watcher reading for a lot of you, that you're being ghosted by somebody and you realize, or vice versa. I think you're going to realize that something was just sort of open-ended. The Three of Cups is where, when I see the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups here, Aquarius, I think that what's driving you is trying to get to a connection with someone, possibly, but you know you have other choices and it hasn't been a wish come true up until now. It's been stressful. I think you're willing to spend time with a person. If this is about work or a creative collaboration, I think you're having some repressed emotions about it that you have to face. It might be a person that you fell out of sorts with and you have to get together and kind of emotionally collaborate. So it's something like that. I think you will deal with them as long as it feels right and you start to feel better. So try to get out of that moonlight and into the sun, because I can see that your intuition, you're struggling to decide whether or not you're off about something. But what you're ending up on, I think you come out on top. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, yes. So those of you that are entrepreneurs or trying to get work or something, you're making yourself look great. Very much so. The Queen of Wands is very independent. Honestly, I think that most of this is relationship for you guys, and you're like, whatever, I'm the Queen of Wands here. I'm confident, I'm independent. Somebody would have to light themselves on fire in my front yard to get me to commit to them. I have choices, and I am not going to play out cycles that don't feel like a wish come true for me. I'm looking for things with a grounded start. The Ace of Pentacles is often a career opportunity and a manifestation, that a seed will be planted of abundance, and you want to run the show. If that's what you're doing, just listen to your intuition and work through the changes, work through the stress, definitely take action, save your money, because I think you're in a situation in July that you don't see yourself having long-term success. So you break out on your own. I was like, what's going on? Oh my gosh. I think you're willing to creatively collaborate with a person, but or others, but when it comes right down to it, you are Shiva here. You're wanting to take the lead. This also might be a situation where you realize that you just want to be single and you're looking for that one seed to come to you. And it's exciting and passionate, but it could go somewhere, especially with the world. I don't know. I hear like three different messages, so I'm trying to say everything I hear. I don't confuse you guys, but I see you guys coming out on top with this Queen of Wands, or you might find a Queen of Wands. This could be a leader around you, or this is an energy that feels good to be around or that you embody. And there is a seed here to be planted. This could be a situation in a relationship of some kind that you took a break from and you're looking for all your choices. And right at the end of July, you're like, okay, here it is. Just remember to listen to that intuition, because Michael did come out to say there are lower energies around you. You will be very motivated by the lower chakra. And someone isn't graceful, dignified, or being 100% honest. So keep all those things in mind. Okay, Aquarius, that's your reading for July. This looks pretty spicy and intense. I kind of all the way can't wait to do your relationship reading, because I was like, I don't know what's going down here, but something tells me some of them want this King and Queen of Wands to turn into Kings and Queens of Cups at some point. So we'll take a look for you guys. Okay, Aquarius, I'm always listening to the universe for you. If this resonates with you, I truly hope it helps you. I really love you guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.